I don't know when to start.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Can you give us a brief history of the organization, like how it started and?
Yes, I can, because I want to know as it started. Otherwise, I actually tore my knee, and I was chaperoning for 4-H, and I taught riding and rode horses, trained horses, and I couldn't ride for almost a year, and it was killing me, and I couldn't hardly take care of my horses. And I had been a 4-H leader, and I saw an article in Parade magazine about therapeutic riding, and I thought, wow, that is perfect. That would be something I would love to do. And I called the 4-H office, and I was friends with the extension agent. I said, wouldn't this be neat? She goes, coincidentally, there's going to be a meeting, like in a couple of weeks, of people trying to get it started in Pennsylvania between 4-H and actually Easter Seals. So the two of us went to this meeting and got all the information. We came back here, and we sent out letters to all the service organizations, like cerebral palsy and autism society, stuff like that, and all the horse organizations and big stables that we knew. And we had quite a turnout of people coming. And we started the program. We started out with, that was 1980. We started out with 3 different stables at first, and I think we had 2 or 3 instructors. And this was hobby horse at the time, and the other places kind of dwindled down to this one and stayed here for a long time.
Yeah.
But we were completely volunteer for 25 years.
Wow.
Everything was volunteer. And then I actually left for a little while when I got married and had kids. And then when my kids were old enough, I came back. But like 6 or 7 years ago, we decided to really get into it and go bigger. And we took over this whole facility and got a paid staff. And Hammett Hospital paid some of our like us to have an executive director and things like that. And we got our own horses, and we started going from there. That we did expand, and we're doing really well. We have a whole lot more riders. We have riders that ride independently that didn't before, things like that. We ended up giving up the boarding part because it was hard to focus on our program and do boarding also. So now we're sort of back to just using the facility. But we still actually hope to someday have money to have our own place.
Yeah. So that's kind of where
how it started.
Yeah. So what is your ultimate goal for this organization in the near future?
Yeah, so I kind of answered it. We'd like to have our own facility and have enough money and good horses and volunteers to really have the best possible program.
Yeah, very cool. How are riders paired with the horses? Like, what do you consider when you're?
We consider their height and weight first, and the height and the build of the horse. Like if somebody has tight muscles, leg muscles, we wouldn't put them on a real fat horse.
Right.
But some riders need the stability of a wider horse. We have to think about how rough the horse is. Some riders, like an artistic trot, actually when a horse is a rough trot, that actually kind of makes them more aware of what they're doing. But some riders need to have a smoother horse, which I'm excited we got a fancy walking horse now. And the personality of the horse makes a difference too. Sometimes it takes a while to find the right horse for the rider. Sometimes we'll switch around 3 or 4 times. We find that perfect match. And what's hard too is, like, especially autistic children don't like change. So we should use we could use the horse at the same time all the time. But the bad thing is, if say that horse is lame that day or doesn't feel well or something worse happens, then it's really a tragedy. So we're torn between consistency and not letting it get dependent. So sometimes it's not good to keep the same horse. They'll even get attached to certain volunteers. So it's actually a science to it, an art.
Yeah. How long are the programs? Like, how often do the riders come? How long?
They come once a week for 7 weeks, 40 minutes a week. Some of them we have 4 semesters every year. Some of them ride all 4 semesters. The ones that come with their schools usually just ride 1.
Okay.
A couple of the schools actually come spring and fall, but most of them just come spring and fall. Okay. And some of those riders, actually, the parents will end up bringing in the summer too.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. Okay, I think the last one. Is there anything you would like our audience to know about this organization and something that would challenge them to help out?
Well, I really, truly think it could be the most rewarding volunteer experience you ever had. You get to be around horses, you get exercise, you meet wonderful people between our volunteers and our students, and you're helping people beyond measure. Like I said, it's unbelievable. Even if you don't know anything about horses, you can come. Even if you're afraid of horses, that we can have other things for you to do, and sometimes you get over because our horses are so phenomenal that even if you're afraid of horses, you start getting used to them. But there's once in a while there's somebody that's just not their thing. You know, they're not everybody, but very seldom. You know, we have people that come here that need community service hours, or school, or other things, and sometimes they stay for a long time. You know, they enjoy it.
Cool.
And there's nothing better, really. I can't think of anything better to do.
All right.
Okay.
Good.
That's it. Thank you so much for
Oh,
letting
thank
us know
you.
you're
Thanks.
showing us around.
All right,
It's been really
thanks.
awesome.